The man arrested in the beating is an ex-con, we know that, and a documented gang member, at least that's according to the LA Times. So we want to look into that just a little bit. With us is Alex Alonso, president and founder of StreetGangs.com. He is an expert on gang activity. You say you teach at USC as well?
I was a graduate student at SC, yes.
Graduate student from USC. You know as much about these gangs as anyone. One of the big questions I think everyone is asking is why this man wasn't turned in sooner. $200,000, $250,000 reward. Isn't that enough money to snitch on somebody?
You would think so. I mean, there were millions and millions of dollars that were offered for the capture of Osama bin Laden. It took 11 years to get him. It's just part of the culture. There are people that may not want to be a part of turning people over. Maybe this guy was elusive. Maybe he just stood inside and knew that the police were looking for him. I mean, there's no way to know what was going on these last couple of months.
Alex, there's evidence, according to police, that he may have attempted to cover his identity by adding tattoos to his neck because his tattoos were part of his identification as a suspect. What is the gang culture like when a guy says, hey, these guys are after me? Does the gang come around him and try to protect him? What happens in that case?
Well, it all depends on what status in the gang he is. The suspect's 31 years old, and he probably heard the reports about they were looking for him and decided to cover those tattoos because he knows that if he's arrested, when he's arrested, the DA is going to use those tattoos, use his identity against him. So he's not only going to face the charges of the assault with a deadly weapon, but his charges can be enhanced by the gang enhancement statute.
What about the intimidation factor, Alex? There is a lot of gang activity in and around, not in, but around Chavez Ravine and Dodger Stadium. Should fans feel intimidated? Should fans feel intimidated when they wear Dodger blue? The Dodgers have gone to great lengths to tell fans they shouldn't.
No, I don't think the fans have anything to worry about. I really believe this was an isolated incident, and we're really not sure how much of the gang identity played in this assault. And we got to wait for more information to come out. So I think that the fans are going to be okay. I think that some of the gang aspect of it may be overblown. This may have just been a personal dispute between this individual and Mr. Stow.
No, there was, well, not to correct you, but there was no evidence of a dispute involving Bryan Stow. He was actually walking out of the Dodger game, walking away from the game, and trying to get to his car. What about the aspect of pride in this? What about, is there any pride versus shame? All of Dodger fans, all of the city of Los Angeles feels shamed by this attack. Is it possible that gang members could feel a sense of pride?
I mean, it's certainly possible, but that would really be an extreme situation. I really find it difficult that there was completely no motive to this sense of violence. There's a lot of information that we don't know about this arrest and what happened at Dodger Stadium. But if it is the way that some of the people have been reporting, then this defendant is going to be in some serious trouble when he goes through the court system.
I'm out of time, but I just want a quick answer. Chances that he will turn in the other guy and the woman who was driving the car?
50-50.
Yeah? Even after all this?
Even after all of this.
Couldn't try to make it right by saying, all right, I'm going to put the finger on the other two.
He may want to take responsibility for the whole thing.
Yeah. Point well taken. All right. Alex Alonso, gang expert, thank you very much for coming in on a Sunday and being with us.